Hello everybody and welcome back to another Outriders video. Today I'm going to go over a pure damage build that has a little bit of versatility, and the reason I've made this build is actually at the moment defensive mods don't really work. Now I know a fix is incoming very soon, but I thought I'd delve into some mods that we don't usually use and see if actually they can actually provide us with any extra damage, and maybe we don't need that survivability. But before we get started, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified when I upload more Outriders videos. Or come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE. I'm probably streaming there live right now, and hit that follow button and say hello. So let's get started. What I'll do is I will go over these things pretty quickly because it's nothing too far from the norm from other videos that have been published a million times before for Techno. Check out all the links down below in the description for all my other Techno builds. So very quickly, attributes, bonus firepower, close range damage and long range damage across the board for absolutely everything. Guns, I'm using the pre-order gun, but again, the best tactical AR that you've got with crit damage, close and long if possible. I do recommend bone shrapnel and dark sacrifice. Secondary and your sidearm, whatever you want. I use these for fashion. This they gave me for free. I just put it on there because it's got a really high damage roll. So when we're going to look at the mods, luckily enough, the mods that I've changed are at the bottom, so we can see these ones really quickly. Captain Hunter and Bloodlust. Euthanizer and Crit Stack. Kingslayer and Radical Therapy. Then this is where I've changed things up a little bit. I put in Long Winter, and it increases the radius of the skill by 66%. Now, the reason I came up with this idea is Pyro has a very similar mod for Ash, and it basically ashes the entire room. This does exactly the same with Cold Snap. It basically makes the entire room freeze, which gives you so much survivability because nothing can get anywhere near you. Then we're going to go with Sharp Eye, the other mod, for some extra damage. But to go hand in hand with the Long Winter, I kept on Icicle Storm. Now Icicle Storm we usually use for Boomtown speedruns. It's really good because all the enemies are really close together. But the fact that we used Long Winter to increase that range to the entire size of the room actually makes this way better for normal runs. Now I know Splash Boost is obviously an option, and that is really good. But I just wanted to experiment with a few things, especially with the damage modifiers being broken at the moment, just to kind of see where we could take this. Then obviously I'm using Toxic Leg to get my bullets back as well. It worked out really well. Things never got anywhere near me. I didn't feel at any time that I was going to die. I always had enough regen from killing things coming. And obviously we still hit them really high damage numbers of over 1 million with this build, which makes it really good. Another alternative, if you didn't want to do this, and I didn't really want to make a separate video for this, is that you could change the gloves to something like this. Sharp Eye and Dum Dum bullets. And then change Icicle Storm to another damage boost. Now if you really want to, you could do, there's two different ways you could do this. And we'll take a quick look here now. On the tier 3 mods, you could use Shatter. But with us not using the freeze to it, I think it's a bit of wasted damage. I personally would go with Personal Space. And again, it worked really well. I was doing so much damage in Colosseum that other enemies really never got a chance to come and hit me. And I didn't really need that defensive mod. Very quickly, we'll look at the skills. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Obviously, we're going to need Cold Snap because that is what triggers the Icicle Storm. It's reliant on us having Cold Snap. Unfortunately, with the high damage skill tree, we've no way of bringing this down a little bit, and it starts to impact too much damage if we do try and bring that down using the skill tree. So unfortunately, we have to stick with the high cooldown. But if you know the level well, you just use the Cold Snaps when you know you've got groups of enemies or you've got bosses. You just be strategic with your Cold Snap. Then looking at the class tree, again, nothing out of the ordinary here. I'll leave that up there for just a minute. The only thing that I think some people do, some people take this one with no need for anomaly power whatsoever. It does nothing for us. So I take the cooldown here. Unfortunately, it's not for cold snap. We can't. There's one here for cold snap, but we'd have to use 2. We would have to lose out on another node somewhere, and it's just too much damage to lose out on. So we're sticking with the standard tree. I'm going to stick a runner Colosseum on the end so you can see that actually what I'm talking about is completely viable. If you've come up with a build very similar to this and actually you managed to bring the cold snap cooldown down but managed to maintain damage, I definitely would be interested to see it, because I think using long winter to freeze the entire room just makes it so easy. And in a group, all of a sudden you become this huge beast that can freeze an entire room but yet put out millions and millions of damage, as Techno already does. Be sure to come and check me out over on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE. I'm probably streaming helping people out live right now. If you need Eye of the Storm or you need some gold runs, come and say hello and hit that follow button just in case I'm not live. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll leave you with the run and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Coliseum. Who the hell are you? Sounded odd. And now they think I'm falling for this painfully obvious trap. What a bunch of clowns. Feral maniac capture them for sport? I think that's the last of the monsters, but that maniac isn't too happy about it. Here we go. Not a bad shot. Maybe he'll finally shut up now. The pot is ours.
Outrider detected. Access granted.